Hi guys, my name is Christian and today it's
Tutorial time!
In today's episode I'm going to learn you how to tune vocals like a pro. I've edited a lot of music over the years, so much that I think I've earned the title to call myself a Kung Fu master at editing. Editing is really a key ingredient to make a professional sounding production these days. And whether you like it or not, everything is pretty much pocketed, aligned and tuned these days. I know that there's a lot of options out there. You have Autotune, Melodyne, Waves Tune, just to name a few of the more popular ones. I've used them all and I'm going to give you a few reasons why I think Autotune is the best. First of all, I think it's the most natural one, especially if you use it in a subtle way, and the way it treats glissandos really makes it stand out from its competitors. And if you don't know what a glissando is, it's the glide or slide in between notes going from one note to the other, up and down the scale. And being able to tune those and edit those manually in Autotune really makes it come on top over its competitors. You might agree or disagree. Let me know in the comment section down below. So like I said, in today's episode we are going to use Autotune and I'm going to tune the vocals manually. And you might ask yourself, why would you tune things manually? Well, I'm going to give you a few reasons why you should do all your edits manually, and one of the biggest reasons is that you are in full control over the situation. You don't leave anything to chance. Yes, it takes a lot of time, but you do your edits, you commit and you print it, and then you'll know that it will sound the same each and every time you play back that part. In an ideal situation, you'd only work with great singers that need little to no tuning whatsoever. But let's face it, if you are going to pursue this as a professional career, you will run into more bad singers than good. So why don't learn the art of polishing the famous turd? Okay, that's enough talking. Let's get into the session and start the tuning. Okay, so here we have the session that is going to be tuned. I would really recommend you guys to do some sort of backup. Since I am in Protools, I've used their playlist function and just drag down the unedited track down here in the playlist. It's just a great way to be able to fly in an unedited part if you need to redo something or if you just want to leave it as it is. I'd also recommend you to edit in small batches. That's why I've cut up the track here, so it will be easier to have an overview of what is going on. If you're in Pro Tools, you'll select a file, you'll open up Autotune, and here you can choose the range of the singer, so Autotune will detect the melodies a bit easier. And I also recommend you to choose the right scale. This is C major. Then you'll just push track pitch and playback.
But those days are gone, nothing left but scars.
Make notes. And here you'll see how Autotune is reading the track. Even if Autotune reads it correctly, I've found out that it sounds a bit better if you do it like this. So I just follow along here. And here we have a glissando, and I'll draw that in as well. And we'll leave that be for the time being. You'll also have the option for the retune speed. And the faster it is, the more robotic the sound will be, and the slower it is, the more natural it will sound. I usually find it to be good at around 80 to 100. And we'll play back the result.
But those days are gone, nothing left but scars.
Sounds good. We'll print. We'll have a listen.
But those days are gone, nothing left but scars. No.
And we'll take that falsetto and do that separately. You'll push clear all. track pitch, playback.
No.
So I'll switch to chromatic scale since it's such a long glissando there at the end of that note. And I'll draw in all the notes here and I'll follow the glissando there at the end. And I'll pull back the attack time this time, so it will be quite slow.
No, no, no.
So we'll see if we can push the first note there. It's not an unusual thing that this singer is either low or high on the first note when the attack comes in. And you just have to listen and decide by ear if you should either correct it or leave it as it is.
No, no, no.
Let's print and have a listen.
But those days are gone, nothing left but scars. No.
Sounds okay. Let's move on to the next phrase. Clear all, track pitch and playback.
You play me for a fool and dumber than a tool.
Make notes. I'll zoom in. And then we'll do the same procedure, draw in all the notes by hand. Playback.
You play me for a fool and dumber than a tool.
And I'll try to correct that artifact.
You play me for a fool.
We'll do that glissando a bit slower.
You play me for a fool and dumber than a tool.
We'll render.
You play me for a fool and dumber than a tool.
We'll move on.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Make notes and draw in the notes by hand. And since there's a lot of vibrato here in the end, we'll have to be a bit more careful.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
We'll print and have a listen.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. But I've been meaning to.
Okay, let's speed up the process for the remaining phrases. Okay, so we're done. Let's have a listen on the final result.
But those days are gone, nothing left but scars. No. You play me for a fool and dumber than a tool. Yeah, yeah. But I've been meaning to say, let's get it out of the way.
Okay, so that's it for today's episode. I would love to hear what you thought about this episode and tuning in general, so let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like this kind of content, hit subscribe and I'll see you around.